How's everyone doing out there? I just want to make sure I give a nice cheers to everyone. That's right. Little Presidente beer. Little happy hour. It's perfect when it's just cold enough. Little cocktail right before dinner. I'm looking for Brad. Once I get Brad, once I see him, I'll have him join. Thank you, Lisa. Cheers to you. Cheers. Lisa, one of my Corp members, doing great work, West Coast. My man Ben. Ben, maybe the best PR guy, works for ESPN, the best in the business. His father was one of the great journalists of all time. Worked in Boston. One of my favorites. Anita Mindy's in the house. Kimberly. Where's Matt? Matt's on Instagram now. My partner on ESPN Sunday Night Baseball, which I think we're going to be on this Sunday. Matt Vasgersian, the great Maddie, finally gave in. He tapped out and joined Instagram. He wanted to do this before his 45th birthday, or 50th, but who's counting? The great Matt Vasgersian. Boy, I hope we get to see some baseball this year. I really miss baseball. I always say it's like comfort food. For those of you who don't love sports, think about a world without music. That's what it is for us baseball nerds that absolutely love the game and miss it. And if you're a 10-year-old boy or a 10-year-old little girl, you reach over to your bear or blanket. For some of us that love baseball every night, around 7 o'clock, you have a game, and if you didn't catch the 7 o'clock games, you have the 10 o'clock wave, all the West Coast games. So I hope everyone is healthy and sound, and I'm praying that we get some baseball here pretty soon, and we can rock and roll. I'm still waiting for my boy Brad to join us. Let's see. Sarah, what's up, Sarah? The great Sarah Haines in the house, in the building. Jesse never misses out. Jesse's like number one supporter. Samantha, stay healthy to you. Samantha, one of the great fashion designers in the country. Liz, running point for Presidente. How's everyone doing out there? Everyone getting a little antsy, ready to go back to work. I had a friend of mine tell me the other day, I don't know when this is going to end, but I've been working hard, I've been training, taking care of my mind, podcasting, reading books. I don't know when this will end, but when it does, I will be ready to be better, bigger and better, that's for sure. Let's see here. Stephanie says hello from Outer Bank. Jesse's missing some baseball. I have pinned my cell phone right there, 305-690-0485. If you want to reach out with comments, love to read all your comments, sign up. And if you don't like my baseball commentary on Sunday nights, just text that number and just go at it, have fun. Where's everybody at right now? A lot of New Yorkers in the house. I see some from California, from Minnesota. I see Nadeem from Slovenia. Nadeem from Slovenia. Everyone follow Nadeem. What's Nadeem's? Nadeem at takeapicture.com or something like that. Chicago's in the house. New York's in the building. London.
Comment.
All Brad, if you're watching, all you have to do is comment, and I will bring you in. Samantha's in New York City. Kate Cost loves Nadeem. Nadeem, everyone loves you. Lisa loves you. Liz says she's helping me out. At Nadeem, at MVR. You guys read it yourself. Jazz Columbia, Dirty Jersey, Orlando, Florida. I love it. Very diverse group. Let's see. North California. We appreciate you, Nadeem. Jenny from the block. .x loves you.
Oh, yeah. I bet.
Sorry, technology is not my number one sport. Sorry. Teresa from New York. Jim, hey Jim, how are you, bud? Jim, you killed it. You're still the talk of the town at A-Rod Corp. Jim Quick came over to our summit this year in Palm Beach and absolutely put on a clinic. Learned how to use your mind better. I need that lesson. Jay from Dominican Republic is in the building. Brad from Nashville. Hey, there he is. What's up, my brother? How you doing, man?
Good to see you. I'm good. My little pub crawl went pretty well.
You're living the dream in Nashville.
Yeah, so far.
Brad, were you born and raised there?
No, I'm from West Virginia.
Okay.
I moved here when I was 20, and moved here to do this, to be a country singer, and it's the place to be for that.
Now, you made me a promise that you're gonna take me to Nashville, and I'm gonna put on some tight jeans with some holes in them, and you're gonna get the cowboy boots out, and you're gonna take me to a country bar.
Yeah, we'll go one of the famous clubs down on Broadway. You will have a blast. And the other thing I got to take you to is you should go to the Opry with me.
Oh, that sounds fun. What is it?
So the Opry is what gave birth to country music. It's a radio show that's gone on since the 20s. It's never missed a Saturday night, and it's live, and it's basically think of it as like I don't know how to even describe it. It's like, I would say it's like a Hall of Fame, but it's not, because it's current performers performing a few songs each. It's amazing. So
that sounds great.
Yeah, you got to see it. It's something.
Hey, Brad, I'm curious. You're a young guy. You're a superstar. When did you know that you had a gift for music? Was it just like when you were 10 or what?
Yeah, I started playing the guitar when I was 8, and I wasn't very good at first, but no one is when they just pick it up unless you're some sort of freak. I was not that way. It took me a couple of years, and then I started singing. Like, they needed someone to sing in church, so I did that. And then next thing you know, they had me sing at events everywhere in my small town. I'm from a town near Wheeling, West Virginia. And the next thing you know, I was booked solid for every luncheon or banquet where they needed a 13-year-old to sing. I was singing, and got better and better. And my dad always used to say to me, you're cute now at 13, but when you're 20, you better be good. And so I always never took it for granted that when I was younger, it was easier to entertain people, and just worked on it.
Brad, it's funny. My dad told me when I was 13, "You're ugly as hell, young man. You better play some good baseball."
Right. So it's exactly the same. It's a reverse psychology thing, but same thing.
I love it.
Yeah.
Hey, talking a little bit about baseball before we get into the great work you're doing with Tiller and Hatch, and some of the great work you're doing for the people in need right now. I want to talk to you a little bit about your love for baseball. I know that you're tight with some of the great Dodgers, Clayton Kershaw, Justin Turner. Where did this love come from, and when did it start?
When I married my wife, she's an actress, so we were, she was out there filming TV shows and doing movies and things in Hollywood, so we needed a place in California, and I started going to Dodger games because it's the local team. We don't really have a team in Nashville. It's kind of a tragedy that a town like Nashville, that's so up and coming and booming and such a great place and loves baseball, but it doesn't have a team. The closest team's the Braves, which is 4 hours away. And so I started going to the Dodger games. They kind of became my local team, and started taking my kids to the games, and have so many memories we have a great family that we're really close to, the Hernandez family, that actually owns Melissa's Produce, which does a lot of the produce for the stadiums. And we go with them. And I mean, it's some of my fondest, I guess, memories and cherished
Is that Sharon you go with?
Yeah, you know Sharon.
Yeah, they're the best. They're the best.
They're the best. Sharon and Joe. They're the best people, aren't they? I mean, they're the best people in the world. I'm not exaggerating when I say that.
My kids have come up going to, obviously, playing the Angels and the Dodgers. And my family would always sit in their box. They call her Aunt Sharon. Auntie Sharon.
Auntie Sharon. Yeah, she is the sweetest person in the world, and her husband Joe is as well. They're the classiest, greatest. I can't even just say it. There's not enough adjectives, but we I got to know several of the players, and I love the sport, though. I love everything about it. It's just such a shame right now that it's not going on, because unlike World War II, when it was a much needed distraction from that, I mean, they kept playing. We've all seen the ways they made the game work, whether that's a league of their own or any of that. But I mean, it's like the fact that we're not able to do this right now is a strange time.
Yeah, man. Hey, so I know you're doing this great work with Tiller and Hatch, and we donated 20,000 meals to those in need. And tell us about your involvement with Tiller and Hatch, and how cool is this company?
Yeah, I'm so thrilled to be a part of this, because back when they were first forming, they let us see behind the curtain on how they were doing it, and it's an amazing thing. They have great recipes from some chefs and stuff where they are coming up with how to put something in a bag that you buy for it's in some cases $4. You put that in your pressure cooker, and the next thing you know, you seem like a gourmet cook, because even I've done it and I'm not. And it's an amazing experience to be able to afford to feed your family something healthy that tastes that good, that only takes minutes. And one of their philosophies really is that if you spend less time on the preparation and then you get rid of the stress of that, that's more time at the table to connect with your family. And I think in this day and age right now, how perfect is that we're all looking for something to cook, because we've all been doing more of that than we're used to.
Yeah, no kidding. I wish I had that as a little lad, to think about a meal for four. You can do it quickly, it's tasty, and all under $12. I mean, that's pretty awesome. And even for us now, Brad, I know that you come out of your shows late. I come out of, Sunday Night Baseball late, and sometimes it is a great alternative to fast food, or just, chips or sauce or whatever is kind of around, to get a full meal like that. I love it.
I love it too. And, I've never had anything I didn't absolutely love that they make. And I think I've had I think there's 12 recipes. I've probably had 9 or 10 of the 12 already. And I'm really thrilled to be a part of it. And also thank you, because I don't know if anybody knows this, but you and your wonderful wife donated 2,000 meals to the store in Nashville, which is our charity, and which right now we are 4 times what we thought we would be at this point in terms of feeding people. And it's just going up exponentially every week. And it's not going to get better anytime soon right now.
That's so cool. I remember when we spoke a while ago, I asked you with this time, obviously you're there with your wife and family and safe and sound, but do you find yourself, Brad, to be more creative in this time, or less creative?
I'm way more creative right now, I think. When this first started, it really hit me like a freight train. There was a moment when everything sort of came clear, which I think was when the NBA walked off the court. You remember that?
Yeah.
That was the moment when I realized, oh man, my business is going to change for a bit. As well as, the thing I did when that happened is I rushed home and watched what I thought would probably be the last spring training game. And was able to see it, because there it was in Arizona, and I'm watching it. It was late at night. And then the next day, they may have had one game, but it wasn't much longer until they canceled that. I knew, and I needed to see that on the screen. I needed to see normalcy. And And then I kind of made a list in my mind of the things I wanted to accomplish, being that I knew I was going to be stuck on this farm for a while. And I'm lucky that I have, like, I'm talking to you from a recording studio. So I have, that at my disposal. It's like we have a great place to wait this out. And we're lucky compared to some. My sister and brother-in-law typically live in an apartment in New York, and they've had to leave there. They have 2 young kids. So for me, I'm being creative in this time. I'm working in the studio and trying to get everything off my list that I wanted to do. Because for years, probably you are the same as me, I've said if I just had time, these are the things I would do. So there's no excuses right now because we do for the most part.
Well, I know this. I can tell you that everyone in my home can't wait for you to get back on the road, watch you on concert, love your music. And again, thank you for your work with Tiller and Hatch and everything else you guys are doing over there. I'm going to do a quick cheers for you with my, I don't know if they have Dominican Presidentes in Nashville, do they?
There it is.
Go. Cheers, my friend.
Cheers, buddy. And
here's to everyone's health and happiness and peace of mind and baseball back ASAP.
Please. Yeah, do what you can. You have pull. Go get it.
I don't even have pull in my own house. Thanks, Brad.
Thanks, A-Rod. Great talking to you. Bye-bye.